At first, you know how you try to pronounce something, but until you hear somebody say it, I said,
Yeah,
let's look
because
up a
the
video
dinner
real
party I
quick.
was at just.
And I was like, oh, it's actually.
Welcome to Wait Again Minute. Tonight, we have some special guests. We have been blessed to have Bossed Up Camp right here from the city of Suffolk. So how's it going, Bossed Up Camp?
Good.
Life is great.
Blessed.
Life is good. Life is blessed.
Yeah.
All right, minute. So we're going to jump right on in. Actually, let me back up. Before I jump right in, as you can see, these handsome young men are alone tonight. The ladies are off tonight, so it's just myself and Miss Go Getter. However, but we're gonna do what we do, and we're gonna go forward. Um, Hollywood, tell us a little bit about you and like who is Hollywood outside of the rap game?
Well, I mean, she a laid back father too. I'm saying hard working man. I mean, I'm into like do a lot of investing, entrepreneurship. You know, what I mean, I'm just like a close knit family person. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't be out and about much. If I ain't doing music, I'm in the house chilling, spending time with the kids. You know what I'm saying? So laid back. Shit, yeah.
Okay, so you were saying investing. What kind of investing are you doing?
I'm part of like the investment team. Like we do like different things like real estate, like foreign exchange, stocks, like I mean anything that sound right. You know what I'm saying? Like we do a lot of stuff. Like bro got a club. Shout out his club. You
Okay,
know what I'm saying?
what
Like
kind of club you got?
Squires after house spot
It's
off
called.
Little Creek.
It's called who?
Squires after house club.
Squires. Okay. Okay. So y'all actually doing. So you actually doing things beyond the
right,
rap industry.
right, right.
That's actually good to know. So what's going on with you, Menace?
I'm out the way in the cut. Working on, we working on this music.
Yeah.
Couple singles dropped, we out here. Mixtape out, more coming, videos on the way. Squires after our club, we open 12 to 6. We only closed on Monday. Every other day we open, but this money we made, so we gotta make it.
Okay. So let me ask you this. So how is the? Do y'all sell food there?
Yeah, we sell.
So is the food good?
Is
I mean, of course you would say that it's your
listen,
spot. It's your spot.
listen. The first food truck we had there was some shit.
Yeah.
That shit was nasty. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay.
The chicken sandwich was too big.
Oh wow.
Ugh.
It was so it's basically like duck.
It was crushed.
Oh gosh.
But we set that. We did what we needed to do. Now
Right.
we went.
That's right.
We went.
And you know, I think it's just like with anything, you have to go through some little preliminary stuff to get to where you actually want it to be. So that's comes with actual growth. So I can understand that. So how did you guys hear about Wait Again Minute? I know we hopping and popping and everything, but no, but seriously, how did y'all hear of that?
Shout out to our CEO, future superstar CEO, Jeffrey Cook.
Shout out Super K too. He actually speak highly of y'all too.
Who, Super K?
Super K,
Oh,
yeah.
we love
Super
Super K.
highly of y'all, so.
Yeah, that's actually good to know. Okay, what actually motivates you guys? Like, let's start with Menace first. Like, what motivates you
I got kids.
to do what you do?
That
Kids.
what motivated me. My kids, seeing my mama do what she did as for me when
Mm-hmm.
I was a child. Making sure I had everything I needed. So I gotta make sure she get everything she needs.
Right.
And my kids, of course. Music wise, what motivates me is like I have to give motivation as well because like what I've been through, the next person may be going through, so they need to hear what I'm going through,
Mm-hmm.
and it may help them. So like a lot of things I speak on is like day-to-day life things, like this is what's going on with me, and the next person may hear it and be like, "Well, I'm going through that same thing. How did you go through it? You feel me?
Right.
How did you deal with it?" So it may help them in what they going through if it's the same thing I'm going through. So.
Okay. So what about you, Hollywood?
I mean, I got inspirations from like a lot of places. Like I just got a love for music. Like my kids, like they keep me on my toes. Like I could be in the bed, and my daughter will come in and be like, "Daddy, listen." Down
Mm-hmm.
the hall, she playing our videos. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
She know
Okay.
word for word. She's 7. My son, he love to just look at, you know what I'm saying? Like we on video shoots, he want to be there. We go to the studio, he want to be like it's just showing them that it's more to life than just what they teach you. You know what I'm saying? Like anything you want to do, you can do it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And then like I said, I just got a love for it. And we've been doing it like so long. It's just dope when you be somewhere and somebody be like, "Hey, ain't you that dude from the group?"
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So like it's just we pull it from a lot of places. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like the love we get from it. Shout out to all the supporters too.
And like the crazy part about it is, it may sound so cliche, but like when I first started rapping, I really didn't like get it for real. So like
What you mean by that?
like I ain't know how to catch a beat or none of that.
Oh man.
So like I was dealing with my homie K Cheek and like you know KP Sucker Free, they got what they going on.
Mhm.
But music wise, my biggest inspiration was bro. Cause like
Oh really?
I'm like bro, this nigga nice. Why he keep saying how he formulate this to do this and say this, and I'm just like the bitch would go in the room, and go in the other room. I'm like, I'm still stuck in this bitch writing still. What the hell he do that I ain't do just then?
So now let me ask you this. So are you the lyricist? Like are you the actual writer, or and you just like co-write, or you have grown a lot?
Yeah.
So you've learned from
It
him.
was just growing the fact to be as nice as he was.
Okay.
Like, cause when he first like not to cut him off, like when he first started, like bro got a degree, like college degree. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what you have a degree in?
Business administration.
Okay.
So
Okay.
his vocabulary is way, you know what I'm saying? Like he'll be rapping and he'll be trying to say something simple, but his vocabulary is so advanced. He'll say, you know what I mean, like all type of big words.
Yeah, 3 and 4 syllable. Yeah, words.
You know?
Yeah.
So like I told him, just, not dumb it down, but simplify it a little bit.
But you know what I've learned though, and I guess just from hearing that a lot of lyricists like they're very smart. They're very articulate. Like so I can, and it seems like it's working for you guys. And I know you said something about Hollywood. You said something about your daughter coming in and running and saying like, you know, you're in the video. Do they look at you as Hollywood, or they look at you as dad or daddy or?
They just look at, I don't know. Because like, you know what I'm saying? Like they just feel like I'm just the coolest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, but I love my daughter was just like, you know what I'm saying? She just think I'm the coolest. You know what I'm saying? And my son too, like he look up to me like I be doing
He's
anything.
superhero.
He just watch me, you know what I'm saying? So like they know the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like they know the difference, but there's no telling with them. She'll kick a freestyle too.
Okay, so how did you guys get started? Like, how did you guys actually boss camp formulated? And I'm talking about like, did you guys start out together? Were there other people? Were you know like, give us a little history on how boss camp became to boss camp.
Well, from my perspective, it was basically like they had the Welcome to Hollywood mixtape come out, and man, I was in college at the time.
Okay.
So like, I'm in school, I'm still learning this rapping stuff. For me to hear this tape, and that's already broke. So I'm looking at it like, oh, this nigga nice as a bitch. like, yo, I'm trying to get there, man. I'm still learning what the hell's going on.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trying to get a beat like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard the tape. I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. Like, the one man gang joint, I was like, bro, how you put this together to like make it be what you put it together? Like learning on the fly. Like my first freestyle, basically we went to VA Wise, we opened up for Afro Man. Shout out to KP Sucker Free to my homeboy Cheek and Matt. And we went down there, and Stacks too. We went down there, opened up for him.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole week I'm nervous. The whole weekend I'm nervous. So it was like, boy, you ready to do the jump? So I did it to the Once Again It's On beat, the BDC and Jay-Z joint. So I go out and jump. I'm being this hype man the whole time. So then they're like, what's your turn? So I'm about to jump, like, well, go ahead, drop the beat. They do it a cappella.
Oh man.
Bruh, I'm on that jump, but I didn't mess up.
Okay.
So I go to the store, the girl in there, little white jump, wise country. White girl in there. She like, well, you were nice. Oh, I'm a superstar now.
Yeah.
So I come back to the crib. I'm with bro and them. Shout out Ski too. You know, free ski. I come to the crib, so I'm so hyped about how dope I feel I am. I'm like, bro, we in the Explorer. We had the birthday Explorer. We rode it everywhere.
Shout out Mom Deuce.
Yeah, Mom Deuce. Yeah, hey, look, shout out Mom Deuce. We love you, man. Yeah. So we in the joint. So I'm showing them all I got. Woo, woo, woo. Then they put on their tape. Dang, this some bullshit. I ain't got what them niggas got yet.
Oh wow.
So yeah.
At the time, it probably was like about 12, 13 of us. You know
in your group?
Yeah.
So y'all had an actual posse.
We had no. We had what was
Young Star.
Young Star.
Like it was like we had a younger camp and everything. Like you know what I mean? Flame Dove, Stanford Family Love, Money with Destiny on the Rise. You know what I'm saying? So like going through with it, like you know, people just started dropping off. Like I don't know what it was, but it was just like we ain't doing this no more. We going to get a job. But me, him, and another person was just like, nah, this what we doing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like we switched it from that, you know what I'm saying, name, because like that name got like a lot going on with it.
Okay, so it's like okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So we changed it to Boston Up. You know what I'm saying? So by all us being individual artists, shout out Kendra, because you know what I mean, she was the singer. You know what I'm saying? And we had like a whole beat team. So
Okay.
like that's how the camp part came, because it won't like we're a group, but it's like if men say, bro, I want to drop you know what I mean, a mixtape, like that's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's more like a label.
Right, type thing.
You know
okay.
Shout out to Crazy Camp too, because it was a whole
misunderstanding.
Oh wow.
It was a misunderstanding.
Well, just
now we older. Shout out to all you.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah.
It was just over word.
And things, you know, and things happen, and sometimes, you know, you let time pass and you do what you do, and then sometimes, you know, it don't.
Right.
But just it's time to make those things right now. Life is really short. We actually have a question, and the question reads: are you guys looking for another member, or is just you guys?
I mean, really and truly, it's a label. Right. Like we working label wise now, so like. Really and truly, it's like if you dope and you trying to do something, you gonna move how we gonna move, because we move like strangers. Like it ain't like no. I might call bro at 4 in the morning. Hey, bro, I think such. Bro, I'm asleep, but I don't get up real quick.
Right.
So if you ain't ready to move like that, then you feel me. But you just gotta have the want to go get it. You feel me? So I mean, it ain't really like to make it 3 or make it 4. It's like we running a label, so if you got something to offer,
and if it works and if it fits,
If it fits, then we can help you. If you willing to work, we willing to help. Like you gotta think like advice is free. Like some people charge for it. Like we not on that type time. Like hey bro, you need this. Hey bro, I need a mixtape website, dude. I'm gonna get it to you.
Gonna get it to you,
like, oh no, I got this in the cut, so no, I can't tell you.
You're holding it,
Like we open it and like
looking to help somebody else.
Of course. Like
they gotta have a work ethic, like it, because we done did like new artists, and it'd be like while the hype there, everybody wants to rap or sing, but what about when it die down? You know what I'm saying? Like when it's, you know what I mean? Like it ain't new no more. Like it's just this what we do. A lot of people, they get unfocused and like they feel like it's not going nowhere, but that's when you supposed to grind. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you can't make it through that, like, you know what I mean? Like, don't waste our time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can tell if you really got the work ethic. You know what I'm saying? So, but if it's somebody out there dope, like we definitely get behind them. Shout out Future Superstar, Spook, my brother. You know what I'm saying? That's a label. You know what I mean? We definitely get behind it, and we're not selfish. We're gonna push it.
Right, you know, and I can understand it, and I think that a lot of times people want to come in the middle of something. They don't want to start at the ground, so they want to come in and ride on y'all coattail when you have put in the work. So I can understand that too. We actually have another question, and the person is just basically saying, what is the inspiration behind the bright lights and new shit?
Bright Lights is just real. Like, nigga,
Tell us what Bright Lights is all about.
Bright Lights is growing from not having to have it. Like, I seen my mama struggle. I seen my mom go through things that I never do to a female because it was done to my mother.
Okay.
So I would never do that. And then I seen her walk the work and make things happen that a normal person, like if I was in the position,
would have folded.
Been like, I don't know how to get it done, but she made it done. So it's like, it's kind of like with Bright Lights. I'm just Bright Lights. Right. So Bright Lights is kind of like, that's our baby because it's like it grew. It's us growing. Like, well, I've seen this happen. I know what this is like. So I can tell you how it's like, and you can understand, like, well, yeah, I remember.
Shout out S-Class.
Yeah, S-Class, yeah. S-Class. Woo! Hey, bro murdered that beat, and the crazy part, with bro with that joint, we was in the crib. We was on Florida? No. We was on Arizona. 2013. Bro was like, boy, listen to this. So the singer on it, my homeboy Ro. Shout out Ro. So bro brought it to him like, boy, cause he tried to sing.
He tried to sing. He tried to sing.
Let me real. Bro tried to sing. It was a reference track. But it just came together with like, we had that, we had Big Deal, shout out Monique. We had a couple songs, and it was like, what's next? What we gonna do? What we gonna lead off with? So it's like Bright Lights was just like, everybody heard it, and it was like undeniable. So it was like, well, we can push this. Then on 103 Jams, we were top 5 for the whole year for that song.
Okay.
Like, we had so many #1 votes throughout the year. So it's like, bro, like, and then they heard it, it's like, you could feel it. Once you feel real, then you know it's real. You
actually relate to it,
yeah. Like, you can relate to it because it's like, well, I seen my mama go through this. Well, I seen my people go through this. I went through this. So it's like, yeah, that's that one. And it was really that one for real.
So what about new shit?
New shit.
I'm gonna say new it.
New-ish.
That was just like one of them ones, like, it just felt good. Like, we was, shout out X, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? The whole G-Net team, you know what I'm saying? Like, he actually put together a studio and was letting us just like sit in there. The family upstairs sleep, and we just in the studio
working,
5 o'clock in the morning. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, Ben was doing a lot of shows, and we needed something with that bounce to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Ran across the beat, shout out Wooded, you know what I'm saying? And we just put it together. Like, it was just one of them, you need this, you know what I'm saying? The single, you know what I'm saying? Like, some you can put on the radio, some you can perform, some
right.
You know, so just feel right. We brought it to it, and just once we did it, it's a fan favorite.
So what is it actually about though? Like, what is new-ish about? Like, when I listen to it, and I listened to it like twice, and I thought I was gonna remember some of the lyrics, but you know I'm getting a little old. But it has a catchy hook.
Right.
It does. So tell the viewers, if they don't listen to it, like, just by telling us, like, what is actually about. What are you guys actually talking about?
Like, fresh, like, you know what I mean? Like that aura about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it got that vibe to it. It got the melodies to it. It's, you know, it's just like confidence, basically. Like, if you ask me about me, I'm gonna tell you, but I'm gonna tell you with confidence. It might come off cocky. It might come off, but I'm telling you the truth. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? It's just like that feel.
That jump more so when you throw that on, say for instance you in the crib and the radio's playing or whatever, and you hear that jump come on 103, you be like, damn, that outfit I got on, that didn't work.
What?
So it make you rethink some things.
Yeah, it's like it's that flavor. It's like it give you that. Well, I rock with that, but hold on, man, my shoe game ain't right.
Right.
Or my hat got a little crease in it. I ain't got
some kind of off.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like it's just that what they do mixed with what we do. Because like we can give you that versatility, we can give you that not really saying nothing music, but also you know that we gonna give you something that you be like, Right. Spitting bars. So it's trap mixed with bars.
Yeah, well, that's something.
Okay, so now when you guys rap, y'all rap what you've been through, or okay, so it's something
It's
that
not
you
really
actually
gimmicky. It's like even the gimmick rap is us.
Right.
Like you're not gonna get you're not gonna get a verse from me saying, "Boy, I just broke down a brick of coke."
Right.
Because I didn't.
right. You never
So I'm not
experienced it.
gonna rap
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Like, I
Okay.
might tell you about I just hit some Henny and went in.
Yeah.
That way. You know?
Right.
Ain't gonna be no lies.
Nah.
You know, there's always somebody that knows you.
Yeah. Like, boy, you ain't do that. Boy.
You ain't do
Yeah,
that.
I did.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So now let's put a little twist on it. What do you guys think about the artists that actually do that? They rap about things that they haven't actually experienced.
I mean, you gotta think it's all like entertainment.
Fan base.
Yeah. Like if your fans like what you say, then you can really do it. Like Future. The man said he clearly never did any type of drug. But he talked about he got lean in his piss.
What I don't agree with is people that rap promoting street and you're not street. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, everybody nowadays want to have struggle. For some reason, everybody's story wants to start off with struggling. Just like nobody mama, nobody daddy won't worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's stop glorifying it. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, like, yeah, times was hard, but my mama did her thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and for me to be like, man, we were struggling, that's disrespectful to her. Because my kids couldn't see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were struggling to win. You know what I'm saying? Now, times were hard. You know what I'm saying? Of course. You know what I mean? But when you say struggling, like, I know people that really struggle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nowhere to stay. Struggling. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't know, how things,
Like, that's a slap in the face. And then you telling people to do this, go shoot up this and shoot up. And then when something happens, you're not nowhere to be found. Your crew might be there, you know what I'm saying? But, like, stop promoting it. Like, and if you're going to tell a story, tell the outcome. You're going to jail. You end up dead. You know what I'm saying? Like,
promote the other.
Yeah, promote the other stuff too. You know what I'm saying?
So basically what you're saying is don't glorify stuff that you actually haven't been through, and then you don't want to tell the other side. To the other side. Okay, we actually have a question. What actually set your stage different from other artists? Like, what type of aura, or what, if I were to come to you guys' show, what would look different or be different about your show than
8-foot post?
Yes, sir.
And we really rehearse.
Yeah.
Like, we really, shout out to Marvin Cash, shout out to Ill End. Like, but Marvin Cash, like, Ill End is them two is like our favorite performers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Marvin Cash is, like, one day we watched them perform at a hip hop awards show, and they just snapped. Like,
they were so in sync.
And when we asked him, he was like, man, we rehearsed. And that day, once we left, me and him just went and we rehearsed to the point where I know when he want to breathe. I know when he want me to say something. I know when he know when, you know what I mean? Like, I know when he gonna move this way, when he want me to go that way. I know when he want me to come on his shoulder. I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just know.
Like, boy, another thing about that too. We used to be in rehearsal at my crib. Shout out to my mom, because boy, I know she was like, boy, when they leave, boy, we'll have show take, say for instance, 9 minutes. We get to 8:56, and somebody mess up. Started over. I said, Bryson Forson, no. You said the wrong word.
She had some speakers in there that speak about this call. Man, so you know when the beat hit, like, I know Mom, shout out to Mom.
Yes, I love you, Mom.
Yeah, I love you. And you know she wanted it, but she never wavered.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's actually a good thing. And it's a good thing that you guys actually rehearse and that you are in sync, because you're not like all over. You know, sometimes you go to shows, you see people and they hopping and popping all over top of each other. You like, y'all about to knock each other down. So it's good that, you know, again, that you guys are actually in sync. Hollywood, what is the motivation behind Humbly Speaking?
Shit, there, boy.
Oh.
Boy, that's my draw. I just cut you out earlier.
Humbly speaking was just like it's something that needed to be said. You know what I'm saying? Like it go back to what I said about like people doing stuff that they like rapping about stuff they don't do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, and then it's like every hot artist that come out mainstream for the next year or two, everybody want to follow that same structure. Like it's crazy. Like now, Pop Smoke, R&B, Pop Smoke down there. Everybody want to rap on Pop Smoke beats. You know what I'm saying? Like get back to when music was real, when y'all really took the time out to get a fan something. Like now, y'all just saying anything and like get back to when they really put the time in. Like we really put time in. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all just get on track saying anything. And, like it just
Right.
had to be addressed.
Now let me ask you this, Menace. Do you think that rap music have a cutoff age for like new artists? Like say, you know, if I were to start rapping and I'm over 40, do you think that's like too old for new artist people coming in the game?
No, because Rick Ross and 2 Chainz just had a verse about it. And 2 Chainz like 43.
But he's been in the game for how long though? I'm saying about like somebody who's just like starting.
No, because everybody has a story. Like your story may not be the next person's story. You may want to do and say what you want to say, and it might inspire somebody. You never know, because it's like I may hear you and be like these days it's really not really of age. Like of course some people they got like they style of rap. Like they may talk about I'm on and doing this, that, and the third, but you may not like you may come in as 43 and you might not be like, oh, well, I'm gonna talk about what they doing on the block, but I got something else to offer. So it's like really and truly about what you have to offer and how it sounds and how it's accepted.
And the time in on that, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, it was an age limit because hip hop wasn't that old. Now you have older, you know what I mean, like LLs, and you have older rappers. Like the age limit is expanding. No, you're not going to come in at 40 and think you're going to be going to book all the clubs. Like your love for it got to be different. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But like it's never too late. Like hip hop is the only genre that does that. Rock and roll artists perform at these 70 and sell out shows. You know what I'm saying? And like we just the only ones with that mindset. Like, bro, you 30 years old, you old. No,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Well, I want to go back to humbly speaking. I want to hear a little verse from humbly speaking. It's just something I just want to hear because I want to see if I actually can relate to it or if the viewers can relate to it.
I try to give them game. You niggas is worthless. Stop following trends. You defeat your purpose. You niggas say your soul and that money ain't worth it. Bad enough they wear these tight jeans. Now they wearing these purses. Kill them all, man. They feeling deserve it. I disrespect them all when I see them in person. Like I know you're type gangster. You ain't really with the smoke. You niggas just type gangster.
Okay.
Okay. Now, being that you said about the guys, the Eagles with purses, like how do y'all feel about that? The guys with clowns.
You gotta leave something for the women.
I know you got T.I. Everybody rocking the man
purse.
He do. With a crossbody, same thing.
Like you gotta leave something for the women. Like you know what tripped me out the hardest when I seen dudes wearing Ugg boots. You have to leave something for the women. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like bad enough you wear these extra tight jeans, but you wear the Ugg boots. Like what you know? And I ain't talking about the men ones. I'm talking about the ones y'all slide y'all feet in and come all the way. Like bro, cut it out. Like you're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like what's next? You know what I'm saying? Like what's next? Finger waves.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Like what's next? Like y'all. Like
you trying to do Miguel, bro.
Yeah, facts.
So how long have you guys actually been rapping?
I've been rapping since 08.
Yeah, about 10 years, seriously.
About 10 years.
Yeah, besides like the ciphers and stuff, but like
That's what I was going to ask you. Like, have you guys actually did ciphers like actually just off the top of your
come
head?
from that, come from it.
I mean, me, like I said, I ain't really know how to do this shit for real. But I mastered it because of bro and cheat and them niggas, you feel me?
Come from it.
Yeah. But like, that's more so. I've done it. I've been in ciphers before, but it's like
Now, how did you do? Now with
I kill
that.
everything.
Okay.
Me,
I kill everything.
freestyling,
I can't freestyle.
like
Oh,
I
yeah.
gotta be in a mode, just locked in, and you know what I'm saying. Like you bear with me from the beginning. I mean, that's anybody. You know what I'm saying. You got a few that can just come off the top, but
Right.
like now you talking about verses.
Hmm.
I can do that all day. You
By
know
the
what
way,
I'm saying?
speaking of verses, we just won one of them too.
Oh yeah, we did. We just
Shout out
Oh, you did?
to Sundown and J E's.
Yeah, shout out.
You know what? I seen that. That's
Yep.
where I seen y'all from. I actually seen that on
Slow Cities.
Yep, sure did. Sure did.
Shout out
Shout
Sure
out,
did.
man.
yeah.
Sure did. It was like y'all actually did it on Zoom or something like that.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it had a couple artists and they were playing
Sure.
like they played one song for another song and then
Yeah.
I actually thought. Let me ask you this. Let's change gears a little bit. I'm gonna give you any of your business just a little bit, not too much. Like, are you guys married? Are you single? Like, what's the you out the way? What does out the way mean?
I'm out the way.
Out the way, so that means that you chilling or you got somebody, but
I'm really I'm married to my kids.
okay.
That's what I'm married to for real. But like,
As far as
like relationship wise or like, I'm open to build and there's people I deal with.
Okay.
But like, I'm like.
Oh, so you build. You build in a lot of different things, a lot of different places.
And with me, I can't look. I'm in a relationship.
You know,
Okay.
Shout out to look, it's so crazy because she told me before I came, she's like, yeah, I better get a shout out. So shout out to Lisa Kirby, Jim, y'all. Women go cop that. You know what I'm saying?
Give. You don't want to get that. I might bag out something.
She's like, yeah, I don't want my funeral to be Sunday, so I'm not getting
Tomorrow, you put that tonight.
You wait tomorrow.
You wait tomorrow.
Ain't no way you going to slam to the grave.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, so now let me ask you this because I know a lot of times like with in the rap game they have this stigma like a rapper he got to have all these women, he doing this and he doing that. Like do you guys do you think that's actually true or is it something that you guys have fell into or no?
I mean, most of the artists is popping is married or tried to get married. Like Wayne was married 3 times before he started popping.
Who?
Lil Wayne.
Okay.
They just go back to them telling you half of the story. You know what I'm saying? So you can go out there and you know what I'm saying? Lose your relationship because of disease. You know what I mean?
Right.
They not doing that.
Shout out to my mama too. She makes sure I'm straight, man.
But-
Working at something help department, man. I get checked.
Oh.
It ain't the only thing I need to get checked for too.
Let me ask you this now, and I understand what you're saying about if that's what they do, but do you think that in the industry they tell you guys to say you're not married because if you're not married then have more people open up to being a fan versus if you're married,
But
you're not celibate.
To me, I don't. From my experience, they don't care nothing about you being in a, you know what I'm saying, like in a relationship or nothing. To me, the challenge comes for her. She got to be strong enough to understand, like, okay, this is business. You know what I'm
Solid,
saying?
yeah, gotta be solid.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, them girls want to take a picture with them, not to get mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That is something else, yeah.
the challenge ain't for us, you know what I'm saying? Because if the roles were reversed and she was a singer,
Mm-hmm.
then the challenge would be for me. Because for you to go put your arms around my girl, like it's, you know what I'm saying?
Cool,
like
yeah.
that's a challenge for me, you know what I'm saying? But like they push it like that, but
So basically what you're saying is she don't have anything to worry about because your foundation is solid.
Yeah.
You just
Bible
working.
study, God fearing man.
You
We don't
said
cheat.
Bible study, God fearing man.
We don't cheat.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
We don't cheat.
But look, like situations like that, you gotta think of Scoop and his wife. Like how long they been together.
Right.
And like you never heard of a bad situation of them breaking up or getting a divorce or none of them type of situations. And it's like trust. It starts with trust. Like if you trust me and you trust the situation. Now if I give you a reason not to trust me, then cool.
That's different.
Right.
And it's a whole lot of difference between that. But now if I'm showing you what I'm doing, babe, come do this, come do that. And as well as from the female perspective, they gotta support. Like if you're not supportive of what I do, that's when the cheating and all these other things come involved. If you doing your part, like not saying your part is the, hey, I'm gonna go out here and sing or rap to 1,000 females and I'm gonna make them think that I'm gonna do something to them. And
right.
really not. But it's like, hey, look, be out there like, look, girl, go ahead up there. You need to make sure you up there.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
you support the situation.
I understand that. I think that if you have a solid foundation prior, going into what you guys do, then it should be fine. But if it's kind of rocky from the start, and then I think it could cause a lot of issues. But nevertheless, you guys are happy, chilling in your situation. That's actually good. I wanted to know, what are some of your ultimate goals? Like, do you have like for yourself first, then for Boss Up Camp?
My ultimate goals is, like I said, entrepreneurship, stability. Like I want to own houses. I want to like the record label. Well, I guess that's going in the boss up, but like houses, trucks. I want something to pass on to my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
when they get
generation.
out of school, you can just walk right into something. Because a lot of us wasn't blessed with head starts. You know what I'm saying? So like that's my every day. If I'm sitting still, that's my thought. How can I give them a head start? You know what I mean? Something that they don't have to go punch nobody clock. You know what I'm saying? Like I want y'all to be able to own your own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, me, front and center right now, we reaching into branching out and like getting different like squires clubs in different states and different cities and stuff like that. Like we just like once we establish ours, like which is in Norfolk, off Little Creek Boulevard, we open every day with Saturday Monday.
Good food, good food.
Good food. Now,
truck ain't there no
man. But yeah, like we really our whole like hit up with it is like more so of military. We got a military base that's like big, like
Okay.
that's really our foundation of it all. Then the military females, they look really good from what I'm hearing from the guys, what they say.
Right.
From what they telling me.
From what he said.
From what he said. He said, she said. You feel me? They saying like, boy, they down to earth, like they just want to have a good time. So it's really not like a lot of negativity at our club. Like
okay.
Some things may happen, but
everywhere.
we nip it in the bud
That's right.
as fast as we find out. So it's like it's just branching out, getting different chains of it, like the Squires Club in Miami.
So what does the Squires Club what does it entail? Like when you said after hour spot, like you start 12 at night?
Yeah, we started at 12 and opened up at 6. So it's like only one after hour spot now when it's out in Portsmouth, but shout out to y'all too. I don't ever down another black business, but we us, you feel me? So at the end of the day, it's like I'm gonna push for us versus someone else. But if our business, our establishment full, I send them to y'all. You feel me? But at the end of the day, like we open from 12 to 6, is not really nobody else that does that.
Is it a members only type thing?
It is, but it's not. Like the members just really get seniority over the next person. Like say for instance, we in line, I'm a member, but bro not. So it's like they'll let me in, and then they'll be like, well, do you know him? And I'll be like, like say for instance, he ain't my bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, no, I don't know him, but they'll let me in over him.
Okay.
But if both of us members, both of us gonna get in. But it's a member spot, but like any Patreon can get in for real.
Okay.
But it's just based upon a rival. Like I had seniority over someone that's not.
Seniority, yeah.
And nasty food truck is not
There
there.
you go.
So, what about Bossed Up Camp? Like, what are some of the goals, if you don't mind sharing them with us, that you guys have in mind?
Taking over again for the third time consecutive.
Platinum plaques.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Spook, by the way, future superstar, our CEO. Like, we got to join the Hype magazine.
Okay.
Put the video new shit on World Star for nothing. People pay.
Wow.
Like Source magazine got us ready to go drop. It's like 4 other magazines on it. Like,
so now when you guys are in the magazine, like are they interviewing you guys or they are just like featuring you guys about what you have going on?
Like
Okay.
the crazy part, I got the picture too. It's in the picture, so you know it's real. Like we number 2, we had the number 2 video.
I saw
it was
that.
out Monday.
I saw
after
that.
the Migos.
I saw
and
that.
before Black Eyed Peas, and I'm like,
that's crazy.
That's crazy.
So how does that make you feel? Like when you see like Menace, like when you see Hollywood out there, you like, do you look at it and be like, dang, is that like, dog, is that really us?
I be like, that big.
Now, does your head get big?
Nah, because it's like a humbling situation. I know. I'm gonna state this, and then I'm gonna state that. It's a humbling situation, being that what we knew was gonna happen. So that what makes my head be like, well, I told you. So you didn't listen.
It's coming to pass.
Now you're gonna be like, well, that nigga cocky. It's not cocky. It's what I told you and what we knew. It was just a piece that was missing from what we were doing. And once we found that piece and how to get to that piece, is like
add it up.
Yeah, like boy, we here now. Like what y'all gonna do? Cause we know what we can do. You feel me?
So now with that, would that increase like far as the finances? Like does that?
Be a man.
Okay.
Checks. them royalty checks is coming. And then another thing, we went from on our Spotify, we probably had like 1,200 like listeners a month. Now it's like 18,000.
What?
Like that's in photo too, so y'all can see that too.
That was a month ago. That was a month ago. That ain't no telling where it's at now.
Wow. So it's just like they just cut the check and y'all just get a check for doing what y'all love to do.
Right.
So it's like you're getting paid to do something you love to do, so it's not a job.
That's feeling in the world.
I'm trying to leave the job and make this the job.
I know that's right. So you want to leave your job, and are you like, have you ever thought about just saying one day, you know what, forget this job, I'm gonna go on in?
I do, but then I look at it from a perspective too. Shout out Reinhardt. You know what? Like my managers, my president, vice president, they like.
What do you do?
I really Reinhardt. I just ride on the 4.
Okay.
They are actually like, hey, boy, what you just what you holler at me. You feel me? Like they looking at the bigger picture as well, because they're like, they at the end of the day, they businessmen. Yeah, they support. So they looking at it like, well, I see you on the locker.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, well, I see y'all post on the locker. What you got going on? What you need?
Right, yeah.
Show supporter. No. You going out of town?
No.
Go ahead. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Like support, supporter. It's crazy. We always been like that.
Niggas like, hey, look, I ain't had no PTO in about 3 months. Yeah. My boss said, well, where you going? Well, I'm going to Jersey.
Support them. They know what's going on.
Yeah,
like, they know.
And but you know what? That's a good thing that they know, that they actually acknowledge it and they standing behind you, because it's a difference in knowing and then be like, okay, you don't got no PTO, I guess you ain't going away then because you don't have the time.
Or you gonna leave out.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? We'll just get somebody tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Now let me ask you this: if you guys could work with somebody like that's in the industry now, who would it be and why?
Me, Mills.
Why you want to work with me?
Busta my favorite artist of all time. I love you, dude. Me is the energy, bro. Like me and him on a song is like.
If you could think of a song right now, if you could proposition him right now, you in front of him, and he said, "Okay, I'll feature on your song." What would the song be? What?
The remix of Self Made, boy. That's look, by the way, that's out too on iTunes, Spotify, everything. Video coming soon. Shout out to T. Riffy for featuring on it. But it's crazy because like it's so much energy. Like, bro, calm.
Yeah.
He old calm, smooth, fly ass person. Yeah. I ain't even calling it that way. You know, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Smooth ass person. You remember me? I'm rugged. I'm a. Hey, remember the shot I hopped on the jump, did pull ups from the ceiling?
Yeah. That's what made it work.
Yeah. It works because bro bring the, hey look man, just calm down a little bit. Hold on, maybe you need to do this. Like he more mentored me through the music process than I boy you out there by yourself.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like me, it's just the energy, bro. Like if I could have hopped on that Liddy track he did with Tori, boy, that shit, boy.
Mine's be Rick Ross. Because like I just he feel like he me.
You Rick Ross?
Yeah, he feel like he me.
He think he
Oh, hold on. So hold on. So you saying
That he feel like he
that
me.
he feel like he you?
Somewhere
Explain that to us because inquiring minds would like to know.
Because like the whole smooth chill, like what we rap, how we rap, like he just think he be somewhere. He seen me and was like, "That's the guy that I need to be." You know, because he went from Port of Miami, Ross, seen me, and now he's, you know what I mean?
Now he think he
be. Only thing is he got the money.
He got the money.
Once I get the money, he got to go.
He got to go. He got to go. He got to use the back door.
He got the money. You know what I mean? He got it right now. But.
So tell us a little bit about the triangle movement.
That's the game. LNDs, Umbrella ENT, and Boston Camp form triangle, all three.
That's the beginning of going to shows 50 deep.
Yes.
8-foot posters. Everybody know the words. 20-minute sets, all bangers. We were family, man. Like
hold on, so it was 50 of y'all coming in a little club.
We would be the club.
Oh my God.
You the receipt of that, you know.
Listen, we were so deep where before a lot of people were throwing their shows, we were throwing our own shows. Like we could be like, boy, y'all gonna come. We was the ticket sellers. Well, y'all come in, give us y'all money from what y'all made. We gonna give y'all bread that y'all made. We gonna break it down 50-50. So like when we was rappers, we was still businessmen at the end of the day. Cause before a lot of people had platforms, we had.
Movement.
Shout out to Shane Dollar too, by the way.
Bro, Brittany, man.
I heard Shane Dollar. I heard Shane Dollar.
Shane, like people that's on the north. They got first door was because of Shane, bro.
Shout out Shane.
The first joint.
So are there any solo projects in like are you guys or do you guys just work together? You don't do anything outside of Boss Up Camp?
Boss Up Camp is a label, really and truly. Future Superstars is the label, but Boss Up Camp is like subsidiary. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like bro got a joint. He working on that. He got the singles out. He got the jump with what's bro name? Vocal?
Yeah.
The book. He got a jump for
shout
a book
too. I did a song for his book.
Video crazy. Yeah. Then I got Coming Up in Minutes Volume 1 out, Volume 2 out. Working on Volume 3. I got a mixing session for that tonight. Working on. I do not own the rights to this music for the females. I'm a ladies man for real.
It's crazy.
Okay.
I'm a ladies man. Like I'm gangster. I ain't no thug.
Valentine's Day.
What?
He coming out with
sir. I'm dropping the song. He's coming out. I got for this $1 the video coming out though.
I got Humble the Speed, man. Shout out to Sensei.
Hey, he killed it.
You know what I mean? He killed it. You know what I mean? That's everywhere. Going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Bright Lights is out. New shit is out. Like bossed up. Hey, look. Before we were bossed up, we was flamed up. Family, love, and money equals destiny.
Free ski.
Free ski. My homie Reddit home. Shout out Saks Religious Clothing.
Shout out there. Go get
it. Go make sure you get it.
So you know what I noticed about rappers that they do a lot of shout outs.
Yeah.
So is it a requirement that y'all shout out like everybody to show love to everybody?
See, I'm gonna show you what shout out is like.
Okay.
When let's say a show be like, we going to pay the bills.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
That's like what it is for us.
Okay.
Like, my brother doing this, my cousin doing this, whoever.
Show everybody some love.
We're gonna make sure they get the like that.
You gotta spread love on our platforms because we want them to share our stuff.
Shout out to Hot Pain, my nigga Tone.
Clyde, shout out his shout out everybody.
Now, what do you want your legacy to be? Like, what do you want people to remember Bossed Up Camp as? Like, say if you guys have made it to where you want to be, ultimately do you want people to remember you guys as?
They did what they said they were gonna do.
It was real.
They stayed true to it.
It was real.
Like it won't no in between fake here and real here. It won't no in between. They didn't collide. It was always here and always solid from the jump. It's like when we speak on boss stuff, we had this conversation when we was flamed up. You know? We was like, when somebody has a conversation about us, say for matter of fact, let me go back. When somebody has a conversation about music in general, we want somebody to come in and be like, boy, Hollywood and Keys bossed up, they this, that, and third. And we want to give them something to be able to win that conversation. Right. Why we better than who the other person feel they better than.
Right. Okay.
Like topic of discussion. Like we the talk of our conversations. Whether you want to say the talk of it or not, we the talk of the conversation.
So what is your take on that, Hollywood? Like, what ultimately do you want your legacy to be?
To be real, like we was real, like we gave it, you know what I'm saying, like everything, like we really put time into it. Like, man, we done been out of town where it won't nothing but $100 in the car.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, bro, it costs $40 to fill up the gas tank. So we're gonna fill it up on the way. We're gonna fill it up on the way back. We got $20. We're gonna get dollar burgers.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, we filled up out of Atlanta with them junk.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Double cheeseburger.
That's what.
Then we go in the junk, get a loaf of bread, a pack of meat. Might not get no cheese, but we got
some you know what I mean? Like, it just was by any means. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't gonna hinder us from going out here and putting on this show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And these people might not even know who he is, but they gotta know who he is.
Eventually, they will.
Right.
Eventually, they actually will. Now, let me ask you this. Now, how do you feel about people who say that your music, it may you be saying the N-word or calling the girls bees? And I say that because when I posted the flyer of you guys, a gentleman, I don't even know if he even listened to the song or not. He was saying something to the effect of, here we go, something with women and niggas and the same old, same old. Like, how do you guys take comments like that?
I love the ladies. They understand. They understand it. Man, go ahead. Like, it's not more so because I could use another word, but it's like, it's not disrespectfully. Like, and it's not being like meant to be taken as that way. It's just, it's just the word. You feel me?
And you gotta understand, like, we do music for everybody and based off our life. So like, if I'm making a song like Humbly Speaking, and you don't like the N-words, then guess what? This not the song for you. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't made for you. It's made for the ones I'm talking to. You feel what I'm saying? I got songs for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a lot of songs where we don't cuss. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, look, we need to put this song on the radio so we ain't gonna cuss. But then we also got, you got ratchets in the world too. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
so basically what you're saying is it's like a restaurant. You have a little something for everybody.
And what I would speak forward to that person is, say for instance, okay, you say we saying the B word, the N word, but if you in the bedroom with your female, you might play Trey Songz. The whole time Trey Songz talking about your girl cheating on you. But you doing what you do to your female. You don't stop. Hold on, I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna stop. Let's talk about what Trey Songz just said.
It's all floats your boat, man. Like,
if you like it, you like it.
To that person, like, check us out. Listen to us. Come talk to us. You'll understand more. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't out here degrading no women. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I got a daughter, a beautiful daughter, that I'm crazy about. You know what I'm saying? I got beautiful nieces, a sister. She 1 year younger than me, and I'm still like, no, you can't have a boyfriend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like,
and above that, I got a mother.
And a mother.
That
grandmother
did what they did.
Yeah.
So it's never derogatory and meant to be taken that way.
Taken that way out of context, yeah.
If you like it. If not, we got something that you will like.
Okay, so we're going to wrap it on up. But my last question would be is, if someone were to come to you guys for advice, they're trying to get in the industry, what advice would you give them, like good and bad?
Don't stop. No matter, like I said, we done been to out of town with $100 in the car, 3 people. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop. Don't let nobody tell you you too old. Like, and remember, like, you gotta stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like the biggest, you know what I mean? Like, even with me, I took off a year, but we had a project out that made up for that year that I was gone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you gotta stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? And just keep on at it, man. Like, don't worry about what other people say. You're not gonna satisfy everybody.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta stay true to what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Just be you. And don't get content. Like, content can take you to places where you will be like, why am I here? Why am I not better? Why am I not where I said that I wanted to be?
Stuck, yeah.
Content, like, never get complacent to the point where it's like, I'm that dude.
Yeah.
And then you get surpassed because you gotta think every day it's another person that's being that dude that can surpass you.
So you gotta stay on up and up every day.
Stay on your P's and Q's.
Stay humble.
Humble to speak.
Okay. Where can the viewers find your music? Like, shout out where your music, all platforms that your music is on.
Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, WorldStar,
Apple Music,
Google Play. They really stopped Google Play too.
You know what? When I was looking for a song to go behind you guys' flyer, it was right there. I typed it in. I said, "Oh shoot!" Like, okay.
We everywhere. Anywhere you go, you should be able to find us. SoundCloud, anything you go on, you should be able to find us. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to supporters once again.
Free the guys.
Free the guys. Love y'all, man.
So, how has your experience been here at Wait Again Minute?
Dude, y'all doing a lot behind the scenes that they don't see, and I'm like,
love it. Shout out.
I'm trying not to be like, boy, she said.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Like, she plucked her fingernail like twice and it meant something. I don't know what it meant, but it meant something. That's what I do.
Hey, look,
the atmosphere, the ambiance, it was cold at first, now like nights.
Justin T, they cater. And they're the home team, man. You got
that's right. That's right.
Bringing some food.
And you know what? Normally we do have food, so I apologize because our nights are actually Thursday. Yeah. But we do conform to the guests, like if they can't make it on a certain day. But and we actually appreciate you guys coming because you opened my eyes to a lot. Like I said, you know, I listen to a lot of R&B, so when I heard your song, I was like, oh, okay, it's kind of catchy. And I pumped myself. I said I was gonna remember some lyrics, but again, you know, I'm kind of. And you know what? We will see each other at the top. Trust and believe that. So again, we thank you guys for coming to Wait Again Minute. You guys could have been, like we said, like in church. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here. So we're gonna put this on the books. Next time we see each other, it'll be at the top.
Better Wait Again Minute.
Wait Again Minute. So you guys have a good night. Thank you guys for tuning in. We want you to go like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as support the guys. Go and purchase their music on the, I believe it's iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, all of those. We're actually going to pin it, so they should be able to look it up. But in the event they don't, type it in, Google it, everything comes up. So you guys have a good night. Thank you again for coming.